Okay, good morning. I know this side is a good morning. I want to welcome you back to the Study Now channel. We want to add on our submath descriptive statistics lesson, the one that we started the other time. Sorry for the delay. Here and there we have many things to touch on. But today, I want to remind you that subscription is very, very important. Subscription is very, very important. Please, every time you watch any video from this channel, like it, but don't forget to subscribe, because the more you subscribe is the more we shall give you more of our information. So I request that you always like, but if you have not yet subscribed, please take your time and you subscribe. The button is always there, just click it. Today is our submathematics lesson. We want you to understand something concerning our lesson 2, concerning our lesson number 2. Generally, the other time we learned the simple introduction of the data. Today we want to focus on the ungrouped data, this so-called ungrouped data, and we want to learn the different things, that is the mean, the median, the mode, and the range of the ungrouped data. Remember, ungrouped data was clearly explained in the previous video of mathematics statistics. You can check it and then see what we talked about there. Now, the mean is what we shall begin with, and we're saying that the mean is also known as the average, and the formula to obtain it is right here. Right here is the formula to obtain our mean. So the formula is simple. We consider the values that we shall find provided that are ungrouped as x. So the formula says sum of items. This symbol here, summation, it means the sum of the items which are labeled x, and then the number of items, which is the what? The n. So we really need to see more concerning that. Right now, let's continue. So we are talking about the question here. We have 5 households in a village which were considered in some survey to check how many chicken was in the community. So from this data, we can see that there are 5 households, that is A up to E, and then the number of the chicken in A were 2, in B were 5, in C were 1, and then D 5, and then E had the highest, which is 17. So the question now comes in: calculate the average number of the chicken expected for each villager. So assuming these were the village household, so we're going to ask, I don't know, but I think we should improve this so that this is for each village household. Each village household, just that. When you're doing research, they do samples. More of this is discussed in the other kind of mathematics. But now, that's our question. We really want to see what to do. I'm going to use just this view a little while. Because our work is going to be discussed here. Now, look at this work. For us to calculate the average, we have to pick out all these values and add them to create what we called the sum of what? Items, and then divide by the number of those items. This is so clear. Our first number is a 2. So we have a 2 here, and then I think I first expand this a little bit. I say it is a 2, it is a 5. I'm seeing them here. I see here it is a 1, and then here it is also 5, and here it is a 17. And those are 5 values. So by mathematics, if any of you knows how to use a calculator, please, you can add them there. This is a 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 1 is 8, plus 5 is 13. So plus this, that is 20, and then 30. 30 divided by 5, our answer automatically be 6. And of course, units are very important. This is 6 chicken. 6 what? 6 chicken. To make our work simpler, let me just decrease that. So our answer is 6 what? Chicken. Units are very important. And that's the mean or the average. So simply, when you're asked to find the mean of the ungrouped data, like the one which was provided, because we said ungrouped data is one which does not have groups, and you can see here there are no groups and there are no frequencies. So it is ungrouped data, and from here I can find the number of chicken as simple as that. So that is what we have right now. So now we can go to the mode. The mode is defined here as the number that appears the most times. The number that appears the most what? Times. So you can take time here and observe. This, there is a 2 here, there is a 5 here, there is a 1, there is a 5, there is 17. Which number appears most times? Of course, now the 5 is here and the 5 is also here on B. On D and B there is 5, but there is no other repeated number. So that means that the 5 is the one which is appearing most times, and hence we shall put here our answer as 5. The mode is 5. The number that appears many times, just look for that number which appears more times than the rest. That is our mode. It is just a what? Just a 5. Just a 5. So you can now move on. We can now move on to see the rest of them. So from there, we can now go to the median. We are saying the median, in a simple definition, it is the middle of the descending or ascending arranged range of numbers. And we're told here that to get the median, the range or the number is either ascending or have to be arranged in either ascending or descending order. And then we shall use this method, the simple one called the cancelling method. So let's consider these values. Let's first consider this. See, the values provided here. We want to know which of those is the median. Which of those is the median? So the median, I'll get these values. You see these values are 2, 5, 1, 5, 7. We can organize them from the highest or the lowest. Allow me, since you're just listening to me, let me just take what I want to take. I'll begin from the smallest first. So there is a 1. There is a 1 there. That's the first thing we're gonna do. 1. And then I can see here there is a 2. And then I can see there is a 5 and a 5. And then there is a 17. That is the order from the smallest to the biggest. See? So I can also change it, and I come from the biggest, which is 17, and then 5, 5, and then I go to the 2. The 2. Hey, this guy is not writing. 2 is having a problem. Okay, there we go. So now that we have this, we should begin the cancelling. But how do we cancel? When you cancel this end, also cancel this other end. So I come and I cancel that. Then I come and I also cancel that. See, I've done the first cancelling. Then I also come and I cancel that. I also cancel this on the opposite side. Now you see the remainder. The middleman here, this one is our median. This one is our median for that data. 5 chicken is the median. You see, is the median. Now, or I use the one coming from the biggest to the smallest, I can also get the same answer. Let me show you. So if I get this and I cancel it here, I also have to cancel this side. Then come to this one also, you cancel that one. Then you also have to cancel the one there. And then what's remaining? The 5 is remaining, which means the median is still 5 what? Chicken. So whether you organize from the biggest to the smallest or smallest to biggest, you will all get the same answer. Let me consider this one here. Let me consider this one here. Let me consider this one here. More about median. Now, these values were odd numbers, so one could be left out easily. Now, the question is, what if the values are not odd what? What if the values are not odd values? Now, like here, Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are even values. They are 8. So how will I cancel them to get the final thing? Let me just show you a little bit here. So still we shall do the same. We shall come on the first one, cancel it, go on the last one, cancel it as well. Come to the second one, cancel it, go to the second last, and also do the same, cancel it. Come to the third one here, cancel it, go to the third last, cancel it. Now, do not cancel these two. Do not cancel these two. You can see they are very important. When you cancel them, you'll have maybe this comma as the median, and that is useless. So once you have two, to get the median, you'll use a simple method. You'll just say, I'll introduce the equations. You'll just say that for us to find the median, we shall get, let me get this, we shall get these two values, that is 98 plus the 34, and because they are two, we shall get their average. Divide them by what? By 2. So the answer we get here is our median. Let me just get this simple calculator and add. So this is 98 plus 34. I divide it by 2, and the answer is 66 chicken. Oh, these were not chicken, these were just values. They were just open values. So our answer here is just that. The median is 66, and you see we are getting it from just observing that these remaining values have to be averaged. So when you're having such values, average them, and when you're having such values, just leave out the middleman. That is it. Okay, so we come back to our flow. We have this range. The range, we have to consider a range. So the range, in most cases, it has a simple formula: highest minus what? Lowest. And from our values here, you can see our highest is 17. Our lowest is a what? Is a 1. So when we say 17 minus 1, the answer we get is a 16. And these are still what? Chicken. We are moving that number of chickens. So you can observe that our range is as simple as that. Our range is as simple as that. So we've looked at first things, the median. We've seen the mode. Writing with this cursor is a dangerous thing. We've seen the mode. We've seen the mean. We've also seen the range. You see, we've seen all those things. What else have we seen? Tell that a friend, tell yourself there, and tell, maybe if you have a friend, tell them as well. We have also seen the median. We have also seen the median. But all this is for the so-called ungrouped. This guy is overwriting in my work. All what we have seen is for the ungrouped what? For the ungrouped data. Ungrouped what? Data. Wow. So that takes us to our next flow. Let's move on. Let me just take this off. There is a test for you this time to try out what you've learned. Here, man picked 10 old coins and weighed them and is seeing their different masses. So your aim is to help this man find out the average, find out the commonest mass. I think the word commonest means one that appears most times, and that's the simple meaning of the word mode. Then the range of the mass, and then the median has to be all obtained. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It is always wonderful when you subscribe, and I ask you to tune in next time. Like the video, share it to others, and God bless you.